Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to our Wednesday evening VIP Global Training webinar. We got a very exciting webinar lined up for you today. We're going to go over some very important information regarding our VIPglobal.net hub and resource center, as well as some great strategies that will help you build your business and really capitalize on the perfect timing and positioning that we have here with TPS. My name is Shane Hyman. I'm one of the founding members of VIP Global, and joining me here today is another founding member, Mr. Kyle Llewellyn, and actually our founder himself, Kyle McGregor, is here on the line with us as well. So we're going to go over some great information for you today, and we're always happy and fortunate to really be facing what we believe is to be an opportunity of a lifetime, one of the biggest things that we've seen yet, because it's really one thing to revolutionize an industry, but it's entirely something different when you're actually creating an industry, and that's exactly what we have here with the Perfect Solution. So I'm going to actually pass it over to Kyle. Looks like we might have something going on here. So give me one moment. Philip, are you there still too, or did I lose you? All right.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry, Shane. Yeah, I'm here. I think we've lost Kyle for some reason. I've got a few gremlins in the system there with him. So he's going to try and get back on. I just connected with him via Skype. So he's a little bit frustrated now, but he's going to try and get back on with us for sure. So that's not a problem.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started out. Share my screen. There's some slides that we're going to go over to and show you really all what we have. There's so much that we have here when you think about the Perfect Solution, VIP Global. And one thing that we've always had a desire to do here at VIP Global is to streamline the process, make all these things currently available and put it in a system, really take habits and follow your money-making activities on a daily basis and see results in your business. So again, guys, if you're here live, thank you. Congratulations for showing up and winning, as Kyle liked to say. And for me, saying yes to success. You guys are here on our Wednesday night VIP Global Training webinar because you're saying yes to success. Now, you might be watching this as a replay. And if you are watching this as a replay, want to definitely encourage you to register at VIPglobaltraining.com and continue staying plugged in with us here on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Also, we had some rank advancement last week, and we love to really just promote and edify our members as they're going up the ranks. Congratulations, Mr. Daniel Swartz, for attaining the rank of Master Store Owner. He has a really great story. Came to this country really looking for the American dream, and he has not stopped working, extremely hard to achieve that. And he's definitely making waves in his business and doing what it takes to win. So congratulations, Daniel. Now here with the Perfect Solution, we're able to shop, save, and get paid with this game changer that is really an industry creator, as I was saying. And with the Perfect Solution, you pretty much get everything. You get your full turnkey e-commerce business, and you get a full back office with all of your accounting and all of your resources. Plus, you get your 3 e-commerce shopping sites that you get to shop, save, and get paid on. And you also get access to TPS corporate resource centers, the members only, that has the sales pages, the TPS app, which is really good when you're out there talking to people. You can just get their information, plug their name, email in there, and it sends the information to them, and it does the follow-ups for you. Really great application. And also, you're able to connect with Dream Builder University, which is corporates, and it has great trainings like the Little Red Book of Selling. So really learning how to be better at sales, plus new member orientation for TPS and the compensation plan training. You really want to dive into that. You'll get a certificate once you've completed it, and you'll be good to go knowing that compensation. Also, TPS member videos and webinar replay links. Every Monday we have those webinars, and you can find the replays there. Also, you can generate landing pages And also connect with Web Revolver, which is a great resource for you to pay it forward and share with your team results that you're getting from your marketing efforts online. And the dropship blueprint is really popular as well, teaching you an arbitrage method where you can pretty much sell items on a different platform and buy them and make a profit, really double dipping in your profit. So it's a really great training. Plus you can get access to downloads and flyers and everything that you need as far as your TPS desktop presentation, the TPS launch sequence, and the roadmap to master store builder. So all fantastic resources. We get so much with this opportunity with TPS, and the beauty of it is that you get so much even for free. So with so many resources, you know, again, VIP Global is really a support team and a resource center and community that wants to facilitate and empower all TPS members. So we have a one-stop hub where you can find this resource at vipglobal.net. And when you get there, there's some tabs at the top, and you'll actually see and know more about the VIP University. Actually, guys, give me one moment here. Sorry about the delay. Yo, what's that? I changed it and I saved it. Did you go back into it? It should be Kyle now.
Hi, Shane, are you there? Hello, Shane.
Yes, I'm here, Philip. I'm sorry about that. And sorry about the delay, guys. If you could give me about 30 seconds to figure out this mishap, I'll get right back. As a matter of fact, Philip, I could pass it to you for a moment if you had a couple words of wisdom you'd like to share while we iron out this complication.
Yeah, for sure, no problem. Okay, Shane, I understand. Let me get my earbud back in here and stops me echoing. That's fine. Yes, so as we're sorting out the issue with Kyle getting access here, I just wanted to say, you know, I don't think I've not come across an opportunity that has so much available going on in the background with VIP Global, with Dream Builder University, with TPS. We're so blessed that we have such an opportunity here with so many different people to be able to just come together and do what we can here with VIP Global to make it successful for everybody. You know, it's been 2 weeks. It's coming up to 2 weeks since I actually was, the last time I spoke to you all was from the car going to the airport in LAX. I had a fantastic 2 weeks there. I met so many fantastic people. I really, really did. I've had a blast just getting to know everybody since I've come back. You know, the business that we've got, that my hands on, you got your hands on. Do you know, it's so easy a business. It's almost as if we try and complicate it ourselves because it just seems so simple. It seems so easy to do. So we tend to think as human beings, well, can't be that easy. Maybe we should just try this and try that and do things differently. But there's no need. What I'm saying to people at the moment is, to me, the best way to get recruiting with people with this business opportunity is to stop recruiting. How much recruitment do people need to shop? Just allow them to see what they have and allow them to just experience it for themselves. Maybe do some shopping on your store first. Maybe just open up another store. Let me just, hello, Kyle, are you there, Kyle? Can I hear you? Can I hear something in the background at the moment? Yeah, I can hear something. Kyle, are you there? Shane, can you hear anything in the background at the moment, my friend?
Yes, I sure can. And Kyle's only about 60 seconds from joining right now. I'm getting him a different link.
Yeah, I thought there's something else I could hear in the background going on right now. Let me just see if I can find that. Well, you just take over there then, if I can, Shane. I'll just get my microphone muted. Bear with me. No, I got something playing in the background here. I can't find it, so bear with me just a second. I'm going to close down a few things here. So sorry about this, guys. We seem to be having a few technical issues. There we go. I think that's gone now. Okay, so while we're waiting for Kyle to come back on, I'll see if I can just share my screen and we can get on with something while we're waiting. And that would help. Okay. I think we're here. Okay, Kyle, Shane, can you see my screen right now?
Yes, we sure can. I can see your screen, and we have Kyle here now as well.
Ah, there we go. Kyle, welcome to the call, sir. Pleasure to have you join us.
Thanks. Finally figured this thing out.
Fantastic. Let me just stop sharing my screen then, because I believe that you're going to get your screen up here because you're going to take us through the initial start. I think Shane has taken us basically through the lot. Shane, did you take us through where we get up to the actual tonight's training? Or did
yeah, actually, no. I got us almost there. We were on the slide where we were just showing how basically we've taken all the resources that we have and put it in a one-stop hub, so on and so forth. So, Kyle, if you'd like me to pick up from there, I can.
From there, and just finish that part out. I think it's important that people understand, the fantastic opportunity we have here in the central hub that we have available for people to utilize with VIP University. So go ahead and finish that out real quick, and then you can pop me back on. Okay.
All right, perfect. So give me one moment here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we will pick up where we left off. Can you guys see my screen? Okay.
Yeah, very good.
All right, so scroll down to the page I was at. All right, so when you go to VIPglobal.net, you will see VIP University at the top. Once you click that, this page where you can see a quick video overview of everything that automated training and marketing platform is and has to offer. And click sign up now if you haven't done so. And you can sign up for VIP University for free traditionally using your first name, last name, email address, phone number, and enter a password of your choice. Or you can use the easy Facebook or Google sign up buttons to gain immediate access to the platform. And once you do that, you'll have this back office, which is fully loaded and filled with tools and resources and trainings to get you on the fast track. And you can always get there at vipuniversity.online. First thing you want to do if you're just getting started here with TPS is visit the TPS Getting Started Right section and do your initial steps training. And then tab 2 is the launch sequence, which will get you on the fast track. There's also a digital form of the launch kit that you can fill out right there and have sent to your support leaders once you're completed. So whenever you're done with any section in VIP University, you want to mark it as complete and click the next button, and it will take you to the next appropriate section. Secondly, what you want to do is go to TPS Members Only section of your VIP University, and it will, teach you and show you what our TPS Members Only resource is provided to us by TPS Corporate, access to it, and you can also gain quick access directly from the VIP University back office. It will also teach you and show you how to gain access to your Dream Builder University, which is a TPS corporate training site, and you could, again, gain quick access to that platform as well directly from your VIP University there at the top. Now, third thing you want to do is click the icon at the top right of the screen, and a drop down will populate, and you want to visit your profile section. This is where the magic happens. You want to fill out all your information there, and your system will be fully automated and automized for you. So now at this section of our training, we have a very special training today, especially coming off of a exciting training call that we had this past Sunday, going over the power of three-way calls. Kyle's been talking and training us on these three-way calls for quite some time now, and it really starts to stick. Especially when you have a chance to get the training and get the practice and put these things, apply them in your daily practices and see how great they're doing. So at this time, I'd like to pass it over to Mr. Kyle McGregor, who is my sponsor. He's my support leader And, you know, I just really appreciate having the opportunity to work with him because, you know, he has so much experience and he's been there and done that so much that, you know, take all of those experiences and bottle them up and package them in a way where he can share it with all of his team and anybody else who decides that they want to attach themselves to success. So without any further ado, I'd love to pass it over to Kyle.
Awesome. Thanks so much, and I appreciate you getting things going. Sometimes we have technical difficulties. That's just a part of the nature of the business. And then what we're doing here is we're doing something fantastic and really just want to convey the message and give the type of resources and connections for people to win within their, not just TPS business, but also within their life. So I'm going to share my screen here just in a minute, and that way we can actually understand really how big and how massive an opportunity we have in front of us here with the Perfect Solution, and that we've actually created certain resources and trainings for people to learn how to for it to be applicable to their business. And one of the tools that we've used, that one of the most important things that we do is called a three-way phone call. And you may or may not be familiar with that, what that is, how it works, but we're going to go over that tonight and show the details with you so you can actually understand it, apply it, and utilize it for your business, okay? Because there's also a psychology behind what we're doing here. This isn't just you going out and just kind of shooting information out to people or just spamming people. It's not what this is about. This is about really connecting and having a communication, a connection with people to help them see the bigger picture of really what we're doing, okay? A lot of times people have brick walls. They put walls up in their life. They're not willing and open to hearing what maybe opportunity may come to pass in front of them because of maybe past experiences. Maybe they just have resistance. Maybe they're just, you know, satisfied with where they are currently. You know, we don't know the people's circumstances, but we're going to go through a few of these things with these slides. I think you really like and enjoy what we're talking about here. But yeah, I'm going to scroll down here just real quick. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, looking good.
Fantastic. So we're going to talk about the power of three-way phone calls. Now, three-way phone calls is really one of the most important things you can master and really get good at, and it's very simple to do. But again, what's easy to do is easy not to do. A lot of times we don't just, you can't get hold of somebody to do a three-way phone call. Sometimes you just answer all the questions by yourself. That's probably one of the worst things you could do. So we'll talk about the psychology behind this concept, what's called a three-way phone call, and for people to actually connect with somebody other than you, okay? So if you understand really the magnitude of what we're doing here, we're tapping into e-commerce, which is one of the biggest industries of the world right now. It's massively growing. It's changing the world like cell phones have changed the world. You know, really, we're innovating an already established industry, so we're really becoming better than what already exists out there. Because we're really combining a traditional e-commerce with affiliate marketing, where we can actually be compensated for the things that we're sharing, selling, and buying, as well as direct sales. We can get paid in multiple generations and have an infrastructure to where we can actually build a business within the company. So it's kind of like having a RE/MAX, you know, store or a RE/MAX with a real estate, right? Instead of you having your own little brokerage, you actually started under a name that already exists and build within that platform. Same type of concept, but we're applying it to direct sales and within the e-commerce space. So that's exciting because those direct sales and affiliate marketing actually brings in, creates more customer and distribution. Between the affiliate and the e-commerce has more sales and revenue generated for the company as well as ourselves. And through direct sales and e-commerce, you have a customer base and a membership base that's able to be generated that will share it with the world. So that's really exciting, where we have now created a perfect solution combining all three of these elements here that's really become a perfect storm for us to benefit in. So we're going to talk about what's your daily method of operation. Now you understand that TPS is the wave of the future. We know that this is a disruptive business model that will shift and revolutionize one of the biggest industries of the world of e-commerce. Now, what are you going to do? What's important to you? What's your daily method of operation? Meaning that if you're going to start any type of company or a business, I don't care if it's a restaurant or a lawn mowing company, you've got to have certain daily activities you do to build that business, right? Like, for example, you know, if you start a restaurant, you spend $200,000 to get it all set up and rocking and rolling. You're not going to hide the fact you have a restaurant. You're going to have a grand opening. You're going to let people know you exist. You're going to have people come in. You're going to try to sell them and upgrade them to the better wines. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're here to make a profit, my friends. The best thing you can do to fail in this business is never tell anybody that you exist, okay? So really, if you want to win in it, the people that you share it with the most, I mean, the people that shares the most with this opportunity, that wins. You got to go through the numbers. Let people know that you exist, that you actually have open doors, and you're building a business, and you'd like to partner with people to let them know this exists. And everybody starts for free. So here's an example. You want to set goals and how many exposures, meaning how many people you're going to communicate the opportunity with other people. Okay. So let's say, for example, what is an exposure? Well, you share let's say a video. See, I want to get your opinion on a project I'm working on. It looks pretty big right now. I'm super excited about it. You know, it may or may not be for you. But at the end of the day, if it piques interest, it's a free platform, like a Facebook is free, but you actually get paid to shop. You get paid for doing the things you're normally doing, and it costs you nothing to enroll. Well, dude, that's pretty awesome, right? And we'll show you really what those methods of operations should be, what kind of actions you should be taking. But think about this. If you set an example, just hypothetical, let's just say you made a goal of making 2 new exposures a day. Let's just say 5 days a week. And so that means that you're making 10 new exposures a week, 10 new people that you're sharing a video with, having watched, listen to an overview conference call, whatever it may be, to share the information and then get someone else on the phone. Okay, let's just say you made those 2 exposures 5 days a week. That's 10 exposures for the week. That means if you do that consistently through your first month, you made now 40 exposures. Okay. Right now, we have about a 50% conversion rate, meaning that 50% of people that look at the information, they like it, makes sense to them, they enroll for free at least, okay? Let's just say half of those people that you actually talked to about the business, show the video, had a 3-way phone call, that let's say only half of those enrolled for free. And that only 10% of those people you showed that made sense to them, they actually upgraded and bought a product kit and became a qualified store owner. Well, that's going to do a couple of things. First and foremost, you're going to have 20 new free affiliates signed on your front line, and 4 people that have now upgraded to a qualified store owner. Well, that already automatically in your first month has made you what's called a master store owner, which gives you access to over 70% of the TPS compensation structure. Guys, this is brilliant, absolutely fantastic. That just supposedly, of course, that you have already upgraded yourself, okay? So if you've upgraded and you have 3 people do the same thing, you now financially are benefiting from 70% of compensation structure upon you qualifying and getting a certain amount of retail orders from your site. Okay, so that's just a hypothetical of just the importance of setting goals and sharing the information with people. Now, you understand that systems are really what's important. Okay, because you realize if Jane talked to let's say Frank, talked to Susie, talked to Bu, talked to Jan, that each time that they're sharing the information and it's personally coming out of their own mouth, a lot of things are lost in translation, and they only get a certain percentage of what they've heard in the first time, okay? That's why it's important to make sure that people plug into a system. We have our TPS system here. They're going to get 100% of the facts. It's because understand this, that people cannot be duplicated. However, systems and tools are what duplicate. That's why we created VIP University, and just how eloquently that Shane shared with you a little bit earlier, that VIP University is a one-stop hub that gives access to all of the different tools, trainings, and resources that you need from TPS as well as VIP Global for you to win within your TPS business, okay? So just have people plug in to what we're doing here, okay? So we're going to talk about the 3-way phone call real briefly, okay? How to do an effective 3-way phone call. First and foremost, what is a 3-way call and why are you doing this, right? Well, a 3-way call, or let's say it's a conference call, and it's when affiliates bring their guests on the line with their either sponsor and or support team member, and they hear a little bit more about your story and about the story of the company. That's really all a 3-way phone call. It's giving validation, okay? And here's the psychology behind it, just to help you understand. Anything that we do, participate in, engage in, we usually need a couple of different opinions to feel that we feel safe or secure or validated for making that decision. That's our psychology behind it, okay? So think about the psychology. I mean, I remember going to the store a couple of months ago buying some shoes. This is just a subconscious thing I just do, and most people do the same thing. I tried some shoes on. I saw it, and I saw the shoes on me. I took a look at them. They felt pretty good, but I needed some validation. So I asked an absolute stranger and asked them, well, how does these shoes look on me? Well, one guy said, you know what? They look really good on you, actually. They look professional, look really good, right? Well, I tried on a different pair of shoes, and I asked another girl, female, and I said, what do the shoes look like? She's like, well, they look okay, but honestly, they don't look that good. So guess what I didn't do? I didn't buy those shoes. I bought the shoes that the guy validated and verified really that they looked good. That's the big difference, right? So people just need to get validation. I mean, psychologically, people need, it doesn't matter if they know them or not. They just need verification that what they're choosing into is something good, Okay, so that's one of the reasons why we do three-way phone calls. Now, here's an understanding. Just understand. I talked to a gentleman. This was years ago, over a decade ago, and this guy had made millions upon millions within the industry of direct sales. And he's like, Kyle, you can take away every video, you can take every conference call, everything like that. The one tool, the one resource that you cannot take away from me for me to build $1 million business is the ability to make a three-way phone call. Is the ability to connect with someone else and validate what they're seeing from a third party. That is the most important thing. Now, yes, you may or may not see that yet. My business absolutely exploded as soon as I bought into the idea and concept of confirming and verifying that people need to have a third-party validation. That blew my mind. And my business at the time literally doubled and tripled because I implemented the three-way phone call. I would share things with people. I would tell them things. I would tell things over and over. But sometimes they're, attached to who I am in their world, right? They don't know me as the, internet marketing guru. They knew me as a chili server serving tables. So I had to get out of my own way. Well, how do you do that? Well, it's kind of like a matador. You know what I'm saying? Think about a matador or bullfighter. They have the red cape. They pique someone's interest, right? They have the bull come towards them, and then they say "Olay" and get out of the way. You need to do the same thing in your business. If they stay in the way, they're staying there too long, the bull will gore them, right? They will run them over, hit them with those nice little horns. So that's the key, is getting yourself out of the way. How do you do that? Well, have them watch a video, listen to a call, have the story told to them other than you, not from your mouth, from something else. And then a 30-way phone call, someone to validate and answer the questions for you. So that's what we're looking at, is why are we doing three-way phone calls? So I'm going to bring on Shane and Philip, and I'm going to actually read off one of these. I'm going to have them kind of go back and forth a little bit and talk about the why, okay? Why are we doing three-way phone calls? Why is it important? So really, first and foremost, is provide a third-party validation and social proof. So guys, just jump in here whenever you feel comfortable and talk about really what the importance of doing that.
Well, to me, Kyle, the third-party validation and social proof is key, and it makes life so much easier for the people who are doing the prospecting. The thing with providing third-party validation and social proof is someone else is telling them something other than you. And you know what? As long as it's someone other than you, the other person doesn't have to be an expert. The other person just has to know more than the person on the call that you're introducing. So anyone can really do a three-way call. I aim to do three-way calls for people who are not in my team. I enjoy doing three-way calls. It's so important that you allow other people, you're lending other people your belief system and your passion as well when you're able to do those three-way calls, Kyle, with them.
That's perfect. And one thing that I like also about the third-party validation is that, it could be somebody who maybe not necessarily is so much more of an expert than yourself, but you have an opportunity to lean on somebody else outside of you, and that third party it makes that expert experience come out, and it really opens up your prospect to be receptive and take the next action.
Perfect. I mean, that is perfect. Exactly, to be able to correlate with that is. Second thing is allowing guests to see what's possible by hearing other success stories. Why is that important?
Well, again, that leads on from the social proof aspect, because if someone else is seeing success, then why not you? If someone else can actually do this business, then why not you? But more importantly, if someone else is actually giving of their time to help support their team, their downline, then what's important here is that the other person on the call, the prospect, is listening to that, is registering with them. So it's okay. So Shane hasn't got to do this all on his own. There's someone else jumping on here and helping with this process. That means that I will have the same help as Shane is having if I join this company and join this team. They have a system here of reaching out and helping everybody.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Now, maybe Shane, just jump on this one. A lot of new promoters or affiliates to get off to a fast start by first and foremost simply learning the art of inviting, and then inviting to a presentation or a call, following up with a three-way phone call. where sponsors or support team can actually help them answer questions and objections and close. So go ahead with that.
I mean, but you know, and I love that, and it's really outlining how you can get off to a fast start, because I mean, you think about it, you really want to have a systematic approach, you know, even with your hands-on marketing. I mean, we're talking, you know, offline marketing and so forth, and you know, when you're plugging into a system like this, you can get more done in a shorter period of time, because all you're doing is focusing on the promoting and the inviting aspect of things. You don't have to do all of the work as far as explaining it and stuff, because you have a system and people who are there supporting you to get it done as well.
That's awesome. And I love this because also it's psychologically, people are thinking three things when they first look at something. They're thinking, number one, can I do what Shane just did with me? Do I have time? Number two, do I have time to do that? And number three, do I want to do that to the people that I know? Right? But if all you're doing is piquing their interest, have them watch a video and put them on the phone with someone else to help answer questions, they're thinking, my gosh, that's pretty simple. I mean, 80-year-old grandma can do that. You know, I have time to do that. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that. I have time to do that. I wouldn't mind doing that to people that I know. So I love the fact that just making those simplistic, you know, quick little invitation, piquing their interest, have them watch a video and the 3-way phone call. That's simplicity of what we're doing. So another element is this allows new distributors to leverage an experience of the sponsor and lets the new consultant, you know, or affiliate get off to a fast start. You know, that's while they're still learning and perfecting the story. And I believe that's important, because now the reason I can do a good three-way phone call today, because I had my support team lead member, my support team member, I did probably 1,000 over the years, just learning and hearing what they do, right? And it's not bad to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. So make sure that you're, you know, networking and working with, whether it's your support team member, your upline, downline, sideline, doesn't matter, anybody that knows how to do a 3-way phone call, build those relationships with people and utilize that to the best of your ability. So this process will actually help them develop their language, their skill, and their knowledge base by hearing this happen over and over and over. So Philip, maybe take this one on. It allows new affiliates to learn how to answer questions and handle objections. Go ahead.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, before we even get to that, to piggyback on what you just said as well, Kyle, what I try and do when I'm having a 3-way call, my job, as far as I'm concerned, when I'm doing a 3-way call with anyone, is that I want to be able to know from the prospect where they are in the process, how much they've seen, and what they have seen that interests them enough to get on a call with me. And when I find those out and find out their why, then I try and find out what their idea of success is, just by asking some nice questions, listening to what's being said. And the other thing is the 3-way calls I do aren't regimented in such. Yes, there are certain things I want to achieve, but it's so important that you listen to the conversation rather than just have a conversation. And the beauty of, here's what I do. I would say something along the lines of, after I've had a conversation, so tell me, what exactly has Shane done to get you up this process, part of this process today? Now, the ideal perfect scenario is when they turn around and they do, is say, well, Shane spoke to me about a couple of days ago, sent me a link to a video, and then he phoned me up to have a chat about the video. He sent me a bit more information, got me on the phone here to talk to you. I said, okay, so he hasn't really done that much then. Well, not really. Do you think you can do what Shane has just done? Do you think you can speak to a few people, send them a link, and get them on a phone with me or with Shane? Yeah, I think I can do that. And also, this is what the other thing what Kyle is saying about he learned to do 3-way calls from others. Well, I'm fortunate that for the first time in 30 years, well, the first time since he was 18, so we're talking 8 years, I've got my eldest son coming to business with me. And it's fantastic to be able to help people so close to you as well, because here's the thing, the people that normally reject you here in this business are the people closest to you. So the fact that I've now been able to bring my son into this business tells me 2 things. It tells me that maybe I'm getting better at what I do, but more importantly, it tells me that I've got an opportunity here that anyone can take a hold of. And it allows people, and especially, I said exactly the same thing to my son today. I said, we need to do more 3-way calls than we currently doing, because I need you to learn how to do them faster. And the only way you will learn how to do them and to learn how to answer all the questions and how I handle certain objections is by listening to me do them. So let's get another 10 3-way calls going before the end of this weekend. So I've actually given people targets now to do a amount of 3-way calls with me, because I know that if someone puts 10 people on the phone to me, I'll get at least 5 of those to take a free store, and 2 or 3 of those to upgrade within a few weeks. That's the power of this opportunity. I would go as far as to say that you shouldn't, unless you get to MSO, expect to be responsible to bring anyone else into this business. Why should you? But you become an MSO, you're still learning what to do, still learning the systems, the training, all the things we have in the background. How would we expect everyone that's joined the company just a couple of days, or even a couple of weeks, to be able to know enough to bring someone else into the business? That's why another reason 3-way calls are so important. Sorry, Kyle, I went on a bit long on that one.
It's okay. It's all valid information and quality training here. But again, it also allows new affiliates to learn how to answer questions and handle objections. I think you just covered that as well. Whereas you're going to earn as you learn, and the key is to get yourself out of the way, to learn the skill sets and how to communicate, how to help people understand really what we're doing, so you can actually become that third-party expert and share with them really the benefits of what TPS has to offer with everybody that new is coming into your organization. Also, calls allow for duplication in your organization. Don't do a duplicate. Don't do a works. Do a duplicates. Anybody that can really just pique interest, have them watch a video, put someone else on the phone, that's what duplicates. So that's an important aspect. I think we hit that a few times. And lastly, leaders use these calls as well. Now, it allows their prospects to hear different prospects and provides further validation of the opportunity. So think about this. I know 99% of the facts here with TPS. With what we're doing in this industry of traditional network marketing, I know what I'm doing. Okay? But guess what? Every time that I make a prospect somebody, or I see if they're interested in learning about what we're doing or earning more money, I don't ever answer the questions. I do the exact same thing. I have them watch a video and then put someone else on the phone, because that's what duplicates. Anything you want to add on to that, Shane or Philip?
Shane?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, because like you said, you don't want to do what works. You want to do what duplicates, and you got to think of the psychology behind it. Is you might be very great at it, and you could actually get the job done, but you got to put yourself in the mind of the prospect, the person who's engaging in that experience, and what they're thinking. They're thinking, "Whoa, can I do that? Do I want to do that? And do I want to do that with my family and friends?" And when you have that support there, then they can immediately resonate with the fact that, oh yeah, I can do that, because I don't have all the pressure on me to do it myself.
Nice. Ole, get out of the way. I love it. So when do you actually do 3-way phone calls? Well, invite a prospect to a 3-way call with your sponsor or a support team member, and after they've seen or heard something or information, and then have expressed some interest. You don't just want to say, hey, look, I'm doing something, talk to this guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst thing you could do. You want to really pre-qualify them, honestly. Let them be pre-qualified to really understand really what we're doing, if they have even showed interest. Some people are not ready. Some people don't even have an open ear. So make sure that they're ready to hear the information. Make sure that they're open. Find their hot spots. Find out, what they need or want. If somebody shared with you, hey, look, I'm looking at, I want a better lifestyle. I want to actually retire my mom. I want to, go on trips more often. People, they will tell you what they want. Honestly, if you just ask the right questions and see and have an open ear, okay? So first and foremost, if they have listened to let's say an opportunity call. By the way, you've got a great call. It's about 9 minutes long. It really breaks down, tells the story. If they have listened to a call like 641-751-3900, the code to that is 626-604-pound. And a lot of times hey, look, you have a few minutes right now. I want to share some information with you. It may or may not be it for you, but it made a lot of sense to me. Could I get your professional opinion on something that made a lot of sense? Sure. And I just 3-way phone call them into the live web or the live conference call. Have them listen to it with me right there. Right? Make it real simple. Another way is to review any of the 4. We have actually more than that, but the 4 exposure videos available. You can go to vipglobal.net/TPS-videos. And we have 4 awesome videos that really tell the story enough to where it'll pique their interest. And as long as they're willing to learn more, then I put them on that 3-way phone call, okay? So just understand this. Actually, Philip, if you want to address this, I love how you break this down. So there's 3 elements to this. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. The three elements to which are we talking about now? The elements of breaking down a three-way call, or the actual content?
Between you and your prospect, you've got, trust, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, exactly. That's the thing, because when you're speaking to someone personally, you've got trust and a friendship on your side with your prospect. So when you can work at that trust and work with that friendship, then your prospects see you as a friend and as someone they've related to over the years. They don't see you as an expert. And if they don't see you as an expert, then they don't see that you have credibility or trust within that absolute opportunity. They don't know you as one of the future studs in e-commerce, okay? They don't know that you're building this network of just distributors around the world. They got no idea what your goals and aspirations are. And it's not your job to tell them. It's your job to introduce them to an expert. You edify the expert, which is exactly what you need to be doing, so that that person knows that the person you're introducing to the third party is an expert with success, has got the knowledge. Also, you've got to make it fun. That word there, fun, to me, guys, people clocking in 9 to 5 every day, Monday to Friday, working overtime, weekends, that's not fun. They want to be able to have some fun as well as some independence in life as well. And when you've got that three-way call, you've got the prospect, you've got yourself, you've got the expert, you've got what's there, a circle of trust and a circle of respect. And you can work on that with your prospect, because the best thing I can say to you is three-way calls are not compulsory, okay? Three-way calls are for the right people when they've gone through the right process. Please don't put anyone on a three-way call with your upline support who's never watched a video. A three-way call is not meant to be a battle of wills,
Yeah,
True.
Go on, Kyle. I'm back to you, watching Shane from that point.
Yeah, no, it's great. In between, so understanding that they're actually, you're building credibility and trust by edifying your third-party expert. Okay, I mean, we call it an expert, meaning that somebody other than you to give validation to what they've just seen. Okay, like we talked about the psychology of it before. And there's four types of personality types. There's the red-driven type personality, the A-type personalities that just want to know that you can become successful here. Then you've got the green-type personalities that want to know that the stats, the statistics, the knowledge of it. And then the people that are yellow-type personalities that love to have love to help people. The tree huggers of the world. I mean, they're all about helping, contributing to a bigger cause. And then you got the blue-type personalities, or dolphins, whatever you're going to call it, that just love having fun. If they're not having fun, then I don't want to be a part of it, right? So you want to cater, when you edify the third-party expert, you want to kind of hit on those 4 points. Now, they know all the facts. They're super fun to work with. They know how to make a lot of money and help a lot of people succeed here. And they love having fun, super down to earth. That's as simple as the edification needs to be. But if you understand that this three-way phone call is just a powerful tool, but in your sharing, you can do a few of these or do all of them. Doesn't matter. But you want to share the mentor's background. Just let them know. This is a guy that is struggled in business before, but now he's seen tremendous success. So that's maybe relating to somebody. Share maybe a little bit of their family, if it's even relevant. You have to, but it could be, right? Maybe something to connect them. Hey, you're in the military right now. Kyle's brother's in the military. Now you're trying to just connect them, okay? Share their success since, they joined TPS. This is a gentleman's a master store builder. He's helping a lot of people win in this business, and he's ranked advanced various times already. Something simple. Express your gratitude for the mentor's time on the call. That's important. Let them know this is some just guy that you're throwing him on the phone with. This is somebody important that you need to have an open ear to, and that you're helping you change your life and allowing you to pay it forward, okay? And then, turn the call over to the mentor, and this is the most important that you can do. Be quiet. Don't talk. Don't interrupt. You want to edify the third party and then hand it over. Don't say another word until the third party brings you back on, okay? That's a very important factor. So how do you share this? Well, again, it's a step, a couple of steps. Pretty simple. Have them listen to a recorded call or watch the 4-minute video. Then just seriously, you can enroll them. If they're not ready to enroll, make sure you edify the third party and put the third party on. But you don't have to do a three-way phone call to have them sign up for free. It's pretty simple. Just go here and sign up for free. When you're done with that, we can actually have somebody jump online and go into more detail with you. Or you can say, look, if you're a little resistant to signing up for a free e-commerce platform, I'd like to introduce you to my mentor that's really helping me win in this business. right? So you don't necessarily have to do a 3-way phone call before you enroll somebody. However, you always want to bring them onto the call with the 3-way phone call for at least a welcome call and or a validation call to confirm that what they're doing and participating is something bigger than what they think it is. And then you can actually have them go to the how to enroll video tutorial, vipglobal.net/initial steps. Okay, if you go to vipglobal.net, you'll see all of these different links that are available to you. And then do that 3-way phone call with your support team. And then after they're enrolled, show them the benefits and the importance of actually getting some products sold on their site or purchased on their site. That way they actually see a commission right away. And if they get enough retail orders, they can start participating in the global sales pools that we have available, even as free affiliates. Now, I'm going to have Shane maybe hit up on this a little bit. Shane and Philip, I think it's important. Always recruit up, okay? And you'll see this. You have the red, the yellow, and the green. And you want to have and recognize that there's, we call it NC DART. We can make a little bit of an acronym. It's kind of fun just for people to understand. You want to find people that have a network, that have the credibility, have a social connection, okay? They also have a desire to have more in their life or do more, help other people. They also have a right positive mental attitude with right resources to be able to get access to and that are teachable, coachable, to be able to win within this business model because it might be different than what they're doing. So NC DART, those are good things to kind of look at and kind of, I'm going to say prejudge, but really judge those people that you have a feeling that would be really good at the business. Whether it's right for their time or not, it doesn't matter. But it's good to always recruit up. So maybe you guys want to compound on that and talk about the benefits of why you want to recruit up and what does recruiting up mean?
Sure. I mean, thinking about recruiting up, I often think about, always wanting to look for quality, and really having that type of self-esteem ourselves personally, to say that, we don't want to just recruit a business and try to target people who we think are that we need to necessarily help and develop. It's okay to approach people who you may look up to, so recruiting up in that way. And it's easy to just approach these people and lead in with saying, that you have, you admire them greatly, and you have something that you're very excited about and you want them to take a look at it and get their opinion on it. So, it's okay to recruit up. It's okay to talk to the people who you definitely are looking up to because they too will benefit off of the perfect timing of this opportunity as well. And then when you get people like that in, now you're able to tap into their network too, because again, it's not just about that person, it's about that person's network and their network, so on and so forth.
It was absolutely fantastic. I love what you just said there, Shane. It's so important, and that's a fact when you are sort of recruiting up. It's to use what you feel for that person. If there's someone you look up to, or someone who is like someone you admire and have them for a while, tell them and say to them, look, something has come across my desk here. It's a business opportunity. I really would like you and value your opinions and thoughts on this. Can I send you some information for me to take a look? I value your opinion. So you're stroking their ego a little bit as well. But most importantly, don't ever judge a book by its cover, folks, because you may know someone who may have a great profession. They might have a really, really nice car, might have a really fantastic home. But you don't know whether they're 3 months behind on the car payment or whether the house is going to be repossessed in 2 months' time. We don't know those things. So just allow everyone to have the opportunity by putting things in front of them, whether you're on the same peer group as them, whether they maybe look up to you or whether you look up to them. The opportunity is the same for everybody. And at the end of the day, as simple as TPS is, there's one reason why people go into working part-time from home on a home-based business, being able to work part-time on your fortune. They need the money. We're all here because we want a better standard of living and a better life. And we want that for our families. And that all boils down to our ability to earn sufficient money to allow us to retire our families and then ourselves. So don't second guess. Don't think people are just because everything looks good in their life that it is. Because there's a lot of people. Look at a swan on top of a lake. It looks absolutely beautiful and serene. Underneath the water, those little legs, let me tell you, they're pedaling like hell. Back to you, Kyle.
Cool. Yeah, it's very true. I mean, it's hard not to prejudge, but it's important to recognize that people just, whether you feel that they're a higher status or not, it doesn't matter. Honestly, I'm looking for people that know what success looks like. You know, because they can see trends before most people do. They can see that this is something bigger than life. This isn't just we're trying to peddle a few products and throw it out to the market through word of mouth. That's not what this is. This is a real, true global game changer. So let's just say hypothetically you feel like you're a 5. You're just getting started in the industry. You don't know much. Well, if you talk to your 4s and 3s that are kind of oblivious, like you might be feeling at this moment, guess what? You're going to get a whole bunch of duds at the end of the day. But if you're a 5, you recruit a 4, they recruit a 3, then they recruit 2s. Guess what? You get a whole bunch of people that don't know what the heck they're doing, not willing to have the driven force to be able to make it happen, right? So let's say you recruit up. You go and find an 8, maybe an 8, meaning that they are self-motivated, they're driven, they don't have to be babysat, they already know these types of concepts in place, and they want to have more in their life, or they see a bigger opportunity. Fantastic. And you recruit an 8, that's another reason why watching the video, put someone else on the phone is important, because you can get yourself out of the way, because a lot of times people judge the opportunity based on the person that's sharing it. This helps you get out of your own way and utilize these types of tools and materials to recruit up. And that's why systematically using our method of sharing instead of telling is a show business, not a tell business. You pique their interest enough to have them want to see the information and then get out of the way. That's the whole point. And this is how you recruit up. Utilize the system, use the tools, use the videos, use the resources, use these 3-way phone calls, and you'll very well be, succeed within this business. So it's very important to maintain the right mindset. What are the things that you're learning from? Who are the people you're connecting to? Are you coming on these trainings on a weekly basis? You want to build that belief, because once you build your belief, if you can see it and believe it, then you can achieve it, right? Once you believe it and you can really conceive the conceptual idea of really what this is, then the achieving comes no matter what. So that belief actually brings more energy, more excitement, more ability. And that 138 matrix gets people super jazzed, So anyway, either way, people come in for free, have to make sure they verify their account. They wake up a few months down the road because they got busy. They have 500, 1,000 people in their team. They're like, what the heck just happened? Right? So create the energy. The energy creates action. Makes you actually want to take action. Pick up the phone. Sometimes it's hard to pick up the phone because it's like 10,000 pounds, it feels like, because you're going to call somebody that you highly respect. But guess what? That fear is holding you back from getting what you want. Take the action necessary for you to win. Okay? So belief generates energy, creates action, creates the results that you're looking for. And those results also help create a bigger belief. And it's a repetitive cycle with everything that we're doing here, okay? So, guys, this is really important. And we're going to go through here in a second. I just want to finish this out here. So we have a weekly calendar. Tap into everything that's humanly possible here. Take a quick snapshot of this. Every Sunday night, we got a fantastic team in VIP Global Training and Conference Call at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We've got a corporate training register now for tpswebinar.com. It's pre-registered today. You get updates on those. We have a live streaming event, like a business overview. That you can have prospects come and see it live, and people that are presenting in front of the stage at vipoverview.net. Live stream at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Every Wednesday night, we have this exact training, VIPGlobalTraining.com. We're going to train on new things every single week, so you get more of a conceptual concept to build your business efficiently. And tomorrow night, this is what you want to build into. Have as many people as humanly possible come to this TPS Business Overview webinar. We're going to have some really fantastic guest speakers going to be on there. One of our newest MSBs that is coming in, he's really blowing things out of the water. Go register today, right now, at tpsoverview.com and pre-register there and be on there and invite as many guests as you possibly can. And you can get all of this information, this exact same at our facebook.com/VIP Global Network, and have accessibility to do that. So, guys, we want to thank you for being here. What I'm going to do is we got 5 more minutes. We just want to don't take too much of your time, but I want to do a quick little scenario, like a 3-way phone call scenario. I want to do a call that's not right, that's really bad, okay? That I'm going to be the guy that's prospecting Philip, okay? And I'm talking to Philip. Philip has never heard about TPS, okay? And let's say I sent him a video, and he watched the video. Now I'm following up with him. By the way, fortune is in the follow-up. If you show some information to somebody that committed to watching it, make sure you follow up with them at the time that you have set to follow up with them, okay? That's very, very important. But let's say that I've already piqued his interest, asked him for his help or opinion, haven't watched the video, and I followed up with him the next day at this time, okay? So I'm going to call him, and then I'm going to edify Shane. Now, I'm going to do a really bad job. Understand that. What I'm doing now is not an example of what you should do. This is what you should not do. Okay, understand this, okay? So let's do this. Ready for it?
Let's go.
Did I stop sharing my screen so you can see our faces and all that stuff? I think it'd be fun.
I can still see your screen at the moment.
Let me stop sharing so you can see everybody.
There you go. There you go.
You see my ugly mug now? Fantastic.
We do.
Okay, so I'm going to be ringing Philip right now, okay? So I'm going to give him a call. He's already watched the video. I didn't know that. I'm just calling to see if he has. Okay, let's just suppose that he's already taken time, okay? So I'm going to call Philip right now. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Philip, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, thank you. Hi, Kyle.
Hey, man, I don't have a lot of time right now. I want to make sure that you watched that video. Do you have a second?
Yeah. I watched it, yep.
Hey, cool, man. Don't you see we can make $1 billion in this thing? It's going to be fantastic. I'm already making a whole bunch of money. No one even believes me, but we're going to make a boatload of money together. Do you have a minute right now?
Yeah, sure. Go on. I got 2 or 3 minutes.
Guy, thanks so much. Don't worry about it. I'm going to put you on the phone with this guy. He's really good. You know, he probably knows more than me. I don't know because I've already learned a lot, but you know, I'll have you talk to him anyway. Okay. So I'm going to put him on the phone. His name's Shane. He's a cool guy. Yeah, pretty much it. Okay. Thanks, bro. Hold on a second. I'm 3-way in.
Hello?
Hey, Shane, I got this guy on the line. I'm going to put you on the phone with him right now, okay? Shane, hold on. Let me 3-way you in. Shane, this is Philip. Philip, this is Shane.
Hey, Philip, how's it going?
Pretty good, thanks.
Good. Hey, I heard a lot about you. You know, Kyle was telling me about you and how you were excited, you know, and that you took a look at the business
stop that. Just tell him about the money, dude. Tell him about the 138. Just don't even tell him anything else. Just tell him about that.
Oh, well, man, we're blowing this thing up. We have the 138. Everybody's making so much money. You know, this thing is growing so huge. You know, just jump on board. This is something you don't want to miss.
Phil, don't be stupid. Don't be dumb, bro. Just jump aboard. I'll give you my link, okay? Hey, Philip, Shane, tell him about the big money, okay? Tell him how much you're making, bro. This is so important. Just Philip, just sign up right now.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, man, we're making so much money, okay? This is the easiest thing ever. Anybody could do it. It's like you don't hardly have to do anything, and you're gonna make money, man. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss.
Tell him about the bonuses, bro. I mean, just making money daily, bro. Just tell him about that.
You know what? We get a chance to share.
Hey guys, are you going to be much longer, guys? I'm running out of time. You know, I'm going to have to go in a minute. Unless you can say something just that's pretty interesting me, I'm going to have to end because I got a busy day ahead.
That's okay, bro. You don't need to talk to Shane. It's good. I'll shoot you the link. Just enroll for free, okay, man? We're gonna make a lot of money, okay?
I appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank you for your time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
What the hell just happened?
That was probably the worst 3-way phone call you could ever do. So what did I do wrong? Well,
you didn't shut up.
Number one, I just kept talking over the expert. So I really took away the credibility of the expert. I never edified him. I called him by his first name, right? So there's no real true edification there. Every time that I interrupted him, I took away the power from the third party, right? So I didn't edify him, most important. I kept talking over top of him, and I was telling him about stuff that he didn't need to hear about. You got to have the ability to have people connect with each other. That's why you edify the third party and then get out of the way, okay? So we'll do the same scenario. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the same thing in the edification concept. I'm going to be introducing Shane, okay, as a prospect this time, and Philip will be the third-party expert, okay? And this is the right way to do it, okay? So it's never the same way every time. Every time is going to be a little bit different, but there's certain elements that you need to learn how to do in order to make an effective 3-way phone call, okay? So we're going to do this again, the same scenario. Shane has seen the 3-minute, 4-minute, or let's say the 10-minute video. I don't know what he is. I'm just confirming and following up. Fortune's the follow-up. You'll never find a fortune unless you follow up, okay? So I'm calling him back at the exact time that I said I was going to, that he had confirmed he was going to be willing to watch the video the day before or earlier that day, okay? And you'll see the difference of that communication of edifying the third party and then getting out of the way. Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
Ring, ring, ring. Shane.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Shane.
Yes. Hey, Kyle. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome, man. Hey, just real quick, I don't have a lot of time right now. I was about to head out the door, but I wanted to make sure I stayed to my commitment and call you at the time that I said I was going to call you. I just want to make sure that you had an opportunity to take a look at that 10-minute little video I shared with you about what I was excited about.
Awesome. Hey, yes. Thanks for giving me a call. I really like that video, man. It seems pretty interesting. Thanks for sharing it with me.
Cool. That's awesome. What did you like the best about what you saw?
The fact that, everybody has to shop, and now, we're able to make some money on it, looking at what's happening in the world, it makes me pretty interested to learn a little bit more about that.
Man, that hit home to me too. Like, I'd never seen a place that is kind of really revolutionizing an industry like this at the beginning stages, like where you can now shop, save, and get paid on the things you're normally buying. That's crazy to me, right?
Yeah, when I think about having a family and all the money that we all have to spend with our families, it just makes all the sense in the world to try to find new ways to get ahead in life today.
100%. That made the most sense to me too. I'm actually very fortunate because I'm actually working with a gentleman that's really exploding this business on a global scale. He's helping a lot of people win within the business, but really he's down to earth. He loves having fun. I mean, the guy's really become close to me because he's helping me and really mentoring me in so many different ways to really succeed within this platform. So I got lucky, and the fact that I'm working with him congruent side by side and building a business together, making a lot of money together. He knows all the facts. This is a guy you definitely I wanted to connect you with to make sure that you see the bigger picture as well. So are you sure, did I catch you at a good time right now?
Thanks.
Okay, cool, man. I'm going to connect you with him. His name's Philip Llewellyn, and he's actually on the other side of the world. So that's why we're doing a Skype call right now. I'm going to connect you with him, and that way we can actually have a quick little three-way phone call, maybe hear a little bit of his story as well. It's a phenomenal story. I'm not going to, get out of the way and actually have you have a conversation with someone who's really, truly succeeding within this business. So let me do this. I'm going to connect you real quick. Hold on 1 second, okay?
Awesome.
Ring, 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 Philip.
Hey, hi. How you doing, Kyle?
Hey, Philip. I got a gentleman on the line right now. I had mentioned to you previously, and I had texted you and asking if you were available. So thank you so much for being available for me. His name is Shane Hyman. He's an entrepreneur at heart. He's had various jobs in his life, but he's looking to have more. He liked when I asked him what he liked about it. He liked the fact that he can make money from the things he's normally doing anyway and buying online. So that was kind of a hot button. I think it made sense for him. So what I'm going to do is going to tap you into the call real quick. If you can maybe answer some questions and kind of go from there. Does that sound good?
Yeah, great. Go for it. Let's get it on.
Thanks a lot, Phil. Hold on 1 second. I just connected us. Philip and Shane, are you there?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm here.
Shane, I'm so privileged and honored. I did get lucky. I was able to get Mr. Llewellyn on the line here. I mean, he's highly sought after. A lot of people are working with him right now, but he definitely want to take some time to talk to you because I talked you up, no offense. But I just want to make sure that you guys had a connection real quick. And so, Shane, this is Mr. Llewellyn. Mr. Llewellyn, this is Shane.
Shane, hey, how you doing, my friend? How's things?
Oh, I am doing great, Mr. Llewellyn. Thank you. Thank you for hopping on the call. Good to meet you.
Fantastic. By the way, please call me Philip. Shane, I don't like this Mr. Business, but that's fine. So tell me, now, Shane, Kyle's told me a fair bit about you. I've asked him to give me some names of people who impress him. People who are sort of leaders, people who want a better life, and he tells me that you've had a look at the video and you quite like what you see. Tell me what it is that has turned you on the most about this opportunity. Why are we talking together at the moment?
Oh, well, thank you so much, Philip. Yeah, Kyle is a really good guy. I've known him for a while, and he shared this with me. And, I took a look at the video, and it just excited me about, actually getting paid on shopping. And not just my shopping, but, being able to get paid on shopping in general because everybody has to shop.
Exactly the same. And Kyle did mention you've done a little bit of network marketing, a little bit of before, but without, well, shall we say with limited success, maybe Kyle has told me. Do you want to sort of tell me what your previous experiences are? And also, what do you think was wrong last time that didn't gel with you?
Right. Well, I've had some success in, network marketing before, mainly in the financial services. And, it was up and down, building a team and things change and people go away and having to rebuild again and so on and so forth. And, that was one of the reasons why when I look at this as an entrepreneur and somebody who would want to build, it excites me that you could build something like this once, because it's something that is sustainable. Everybody has to continue shopping, and it's more.
I share your frustration there, Shane. So many times, it's almost as if you're going to the well and you're coming back with a bucket, but there's a leaky bucket, and every time you get back home, the bucket's 3/4 gone, and you've got to go back to the well again. It's called a terrible industry for retention. People just give in because there's this high product that they have to be forced to buy, and it's so many difficulties. What we have here with TPS, completely different. There's no overpriced impression. You're just monetizing what you do anyway. And it's such a fantastic way of empowering people. And what I would suggest you do, because it seems to me as if you really got your head on the shoulders the right way, you go back and take your free store, okay? Get in the 138 that Kyle has mentioned to you as well, and then maybe reach back out to Kyle in 2 or 3 days with the names of people that you'd like to get on the exact same call that we're doing now, that maybe Kyle or I can help you build a business in exactly the same way as I'm helping Kyle build his. How does that sound to you, Shane?
Man, that sounds fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to this, because like I said, I was looking for something different, and I can tell this is different, and I'm just happy that you guys will be here to help me, build this.
It's an absolute pleasure. And also, can I say, you're so fortunate because Kyle is actually one of the most charismatic people that I've come across working in this industry for 30 years. And you having him as your sponsor, you're already halfway there anyway. So it's been an absolute pleasure. Blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. Hand back over. Get out of the way.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I know you're highly sought after, and people are calling on you all day. But thanks so much for taking the time and chatting with Shane about what we got going on. So I'll walk them through how to enroll for the free e-commerce platform. You can get up and running and learn about the different benefits of even upgrading with time. So thanks again, Philip. Appreciate your time. And hey, Shane, what I'll do is get back and I'll kind of walk you through. You have a few minutes right now. That can take about 5 minutes or so. That you can actually enroll for free right now.
Sure, let's do it.
Thanks again, Philip.
Right, listen, I'll get out of the way. Let you guys get on with it. Shane, I'm busy. I got to get on doing a few more calls, but I look forward to speaking to you again and some of your prospects soon. All the best. Bye, my friends.
Really good. Thanks, Philip. Bye for now.
Awesome. So just a little review of what we did. I mean, that was a pretty darn good call. I mean, honestly, Shane was like the perfect person to talk to because he loved everything. And you will find that also too, though. There's not a lot of resistance. As long as you go through these simple steps, pique their interest, have them watch a video and put someone else on the phone, the resistance starts to go away as long as you're doing the proper edification, as long as you're connecting people efficiently to make sure that they are getting the information that they're looking for and needing for them to make an educated decision. It's hard when you just throw someone else on the phone. They have no idea what this is. They have no idea what we're doing. This guy now has to become a salesman for you, and that's not really what this is. The three-way is made and developed for us to validate and confirm what they've already heard. Okay, so that's why it's important to be in the show business. Show them information, have them look at it first, have them review it, have them experience it, and then even enroll for free even before the three-way. So you can do it before or after. It doesn't matter. If they're ready to enroll right away, ask them. Hey, look, did you like what you saw? Yeah, cool. Would you be opposed to getting a free e-commerce website filled with millions of products where you can shop, save, and get paid? No, cool. I'll send you the link. I'll have you enroll real quick, walk you through it, and then I'll introduce you to my support team member to welcome you to the family. I mean, that can be as simple as that, right? So, again, there's no cookie cutter here. We just want to make sure that we can bring the information to them or bring the information to us, and then we'll be able to have them win and benefit by this because now we're doing what duplicates versus necessarily what works. You guys want to finish up with anything like that and just add on to what I just shared there?
Well, thinking specifically about TPS, because I'm having to rethink a lot of what I've done before because TPS is a different, unique model and principle. And taking on board what you're saying about the free stores, guys, there's no resistance here. There's no friction. Open a free store for free. So one of maybe the qualifying cases, maybe you should try it yourselves. Everyone have a go. So look, I've got my helpline support. He's very busy. He's going to give me his time this afternoon. Are you free? Yeah, right. Have you opened your free store yet? Because as soon as I get him on the call, he's going to say, have they opened their free store yet? because he's kind of busy, so he like qualifies people. And if people have opened their free store, then you're serious enough for me to get him on the phone with you. Sometimes when I talk to people, have they opened a free store yet? Then he's too busy sometimes. Funny that happens, but it's just showing some commitment. Maybe work with some people, not work with everyone. But as Kyle said, this is not a cookie cutter approach. We want to train, teach, and mentor you to be entrepreneurs, not just to make money with TPS, although that's the aim. Or globally, we just want to make everyone better people, better individuals, be the best version of yourselves, be better networkers. So be adaptable as well. Try for a couple of days, say, right, I'm going to get 10 three-way calls with Kyle or with Shane or with myself this week. Who are the 10 you want to put on? And get at least 6 of those, 60% of them, to upgrade to a free store first. And then find out how much difference that three-way call goes when your upline support team can talk to them directly, congratulate them about opening a store, ask them how many they've got in their 138, how did the process go, talk about the family, talk about what they do for a living, form family, occupation, recommendation, money, go through all that. On a normal three-way call, I would have taken maybe 10, 15 minutes max. 10 minutes is a good time. But I would have found out more about Shane, more about his job, how's he get on with his boss, when was the last time he had a holiday, where's his ideal home would be, would it be in the mountains, would it be on a beach, what his goals, dreams, and aspirations are. Take all that information, write it down, and then use their own words back to them when you're closing. And then as you ask the questions, get the information, you don't know where their hot buttons are. You don't know whether they're saving for a retirement home by the beach, whether it's education for the daughter, whether it's they want to get their grandchildren, married, do they want to retire the wife? What's their why? As soon as you can find out from them what their why is and why they're on a call. Because if they've wanted to make some extra cash in their life, there's things that they're not happy with. So if we can find out in a professional, inquiring manner where their pain points are, what are they looking for? They're looking for something. Why are they looking for it? If we can get that big why, then we can use that, not to beat them across the head with, but we can use it to empower us to help them see their own greatness.
It's true. And by the way, Philip, I want to thank you for taking the time to be up at 2 in the morning and sharing your pearls of wisdom with us. That's a big deal. And I understand that. I remember building...
3. It's 3:15.
3:15. You're a serious man. I remember doing presentations years back when you're wee hours of the morning because you're building something globally. It's pretty exciting, pretty fun. But at the same time, it's totally worth it because this is bigger than life. This is bigger than just ourselves. This is a global thing that we're reaching into to win here. So thank you so much for your time, for being here tonight and sharing your wisdom and pearls of knowledge here. And Shane, anything you want to finish up here before you end the call tonight?
Piggyback on what Philip was saying and what you were saying too. I was just saying by saying, have fun, have fun doing these three-way calls, have fun meeting new people and really connecting because, we all pretty much want the same things at somewhere along the lines. But when you're having fun and you're connecting with new people and you're listening, you're going to hear them tell you want some of the same things that you do. So when we can connect with each other all at the same level, that also is going to promote the fact that everybody wants to come together and help achieve our goals together collectively. So we have that team effort, we have that group effort, and we are more powerful together than we are separately. So yes, just have fun with it, and saying yes to success. Thanks, Kyle.
All right, fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. Again, it's all about showing up and taking the time to review the information that will help you win within your business and within your life. So that being said, thanks so much for being here. We look forward to having you on the live webinar tomorrow evening. That's going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you go to, I think it's tpsoverview.com. Again, tpsoverview.com. Register tonight and be on that call. Invite as many people as you can. And thanks so much for being here tonight. God bless. Have a great night. And we'll see you then.